by the looks of things, since you are here for the part 2 of this Golf 8 GTI engine rebuild, you're a car guy. Since you're a car guy, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That really motivates me in terms of putting out more YouTube content. We do get a lot of cars that are high-end class, but we never have any inspiration to post. But I see that we are 20,000 subscribers, so let's try and push the numbers up. So over here, guys, what we're actually going to be doing is replacing this engine. I actually wanted to get my hands on this thing and strip it, see the German engineering in these. But yeah, our customer wants to replace this engine, and we're actually going to do something really great for him, which is to rebuild his old one so that he can resell it, thus making his repair a lot cheaper or even free. That's if our repairs can amount to what we're going to sell this engine for. So we're going to be replacing this engine, we're going to rebuild it. I think our new engine should be arriving in the next hour or so. So in the next hour, we'll be receiving our new engine. So what we're going to be doing right now is stripping this engine bare so that we can transfer all of these spares into the car and then hopefully try and get this car to run. As I said on my previous video, on this video, I'm going to attempt to actually finish everything that's rebuilding our new engine, putting it on the car, and getting this bloody car to run. I'm pretty sure you guys as well are anticipating that. I just hope that we do not come across any difficulties in terms of electronics or whatever. I'm just hoping that everything is good on this car. So what we're going to be doing now, strip out everything. So let's start with the exhaust side, and then we're going to go to the intake side and strip the top, transfer the parts, get it in the car, and get it running. So first things first, what we're going to do is to start with our exhaust manifold. That is our turbo, everything. We're going to start with the exhaust side of this car, strip out everything. That should take us maybe about 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the intake side. Let's get it done. So the turbo is out on the exhaust side. There it is over there. There she lays. So I was actually so surprised. I think that's why you're so struggling so much with how much it was so difficult to remove all of these water pipes. I think it's because maybe this car also overheated. That's why these are so tight. So yeah, the exhaust side is out. Now we're gonna try to deal with the top and the intake. So next on the agenda, I think doing the top would be much easier next. So let's start with the top. We're gonna have to remove everything on the top, just like we did on the exhaust side. It's looking nice and clean and empty. So I think we should start with the top. This is all of our stuff for the exhaust side. I like to just work like this. Me working like this makes assembly much easier. I've got all of the exhaust bolts one side, all of the pipe bolts one side that are transferring all of our oil and water, and then our mounting the side, and then our exhaust manifold heat shields right there. And then this is our exhaust with our electronic water pump and the bolts for the electronic water pump. So everything is neat. It's going to make assembly much easier. So So now we're going to do and repeat the process on the top. Let's go. Some progress. We were able to remove the wiring loom. I think for us to work much more comfortably, we have to remove the wiring loom. Now let's move on to all of the electronic parts, which are our coils, our coil packs, our PCV valve, as well as our vacuum lines, and this baby right here, which is our vacuum pump and our high pressure fuel pump. Let's go. So there is massive progress on this Golf 8 GTI. The top end is also done now. High pressure fuel pump is also out. Everything is out, including the wiring. Only coil pack number 1 was not able to come out, so we'll need a new coil pack. This came actually like this. It actually got damaged by the agents, and they did notify the client that this is damaged. So now it's on to the messy intake manifold. No choice, baba. So we're going to the other side now. Let's strip the intake manifold side. All right, the intake manifold is the messy side. So there's going to be a lot of work on this side, and I don't think it'll be able to fit on my table, because right now we've got the exhaust side parts on the table, as well as all of the electronics. That's our coil packs, our coils, our vacuum pump, our high pressure fuel pump, our PCV valve at the top there, our turbo, etc. So it's time to clean up again over here and see how we arrange the space. So major progress on our Golf 8. The only thing that's left now is just the wiring harness and our water pump. So that's the only thing that's left. Otherwise, all of the parts are removed and put in order. How exactly we're going to put them back, this is what we're going to start with, from this side, going that way, and then ending up right here. So we put everything in order so that when we are assembling this thing back again, it's easy for us. All right, so almost done, we're almost there. The engine is also about to arrive that we're going to be fitting onto this car. So yeah, let's get it done. This engine is officially stripped bare. All right, so the intake manifold side is completely stripped from A to Z. All the sensors are out. Only the cam magnet adjusters are left because the new engine is going to be coming with new ones, so we do not have to worry about that. All of the things that are left, like this front timing cover and crank pulley, we don't have to worry about that. It's coming with the new engine. So everything has been stripped on this car. As you can see, it is bare from the top to the intake side to the exhaust side. Everything is stripped. So that is some major progress on this engine. It is completely stripped, and now we wait for the new engine. And you guys are going to be seriously surprised by how much we got this engine for. You will not believe it. So yeah, we got a really great deal on this engine, and it's going to be a really good saving on the customer side. So yeah, right now all we have to do is to just pack up the tools and wait for our engine, clean all of our spares that need to be cleaned, and then carry on with the rest of the work of assembling the new engine as soon as it arrives. But these are all of our spares that we took out of this here engine right there. So yeah, I like to work in order, put everything with its bolts, so that assembly is easy. You don't mix up any bolts, and you do not cross thread anything. You don't waste a lot of time looking for bolts and nuts. So yeah, so my engine has finally arrived. There it is. Here's our old one. Got the two, and my parts have been assessed and put very nicely in a row. We got some of our new spares as well, which is a new water pump, coil packs, plugs, oil filter, etc. So we're going to start assembling. I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm just going to do a montage of everything that we are assembling in this engine. Let's go. So one thing I noticed on our engine is the Audi badge over here and the VW badge over here has been scratched out because resellers can't sell with the manufacturer's badge. Alright, we have some nice progress on the car. High pressure fuel pump in the vacuum is on, as well as the turbo and everything else, including the water pump, the electronic water pump. Now we're just going to move on to the top intake and then the wiring. So this engine rebuild is almost done. Most of the components and the sensors are plugged in. It's looking good, it's looking healthy, and it's looking like it might start. But one of the things most mechanics find it to be a hard time is assembling a vehicle that you did not disassemble. And I just spent about an hour looking for injectors on this car because I was comparing it to the Golf 7 and the Golf 7.5, and those take 8 injectors in total. So I thought this one as well takes 8. So normally the other injector rail will go over here in the top right there, and then the other injector rail is on the bottom. So I spent about an hour looking for the injectors in the car, and I was like, maybe these guys never forgot to put them back in the car. Only to find out after looking thoroughly inside the holes that they are blanked off. So this one only takes 4 injectors. So the difference between a Golf 7 GTI and a Golf 8 GTI is that the 8 takes 4 injectors instead of 8. Alright, today was officially day 2 of this engine rebuild, and I'm chuffed. It's really late. I think it's about 7 o'clock in the afternoon now. Tomorrow, since this engine is done, we are going to be fitting the gearbox and hopefully also putting the engine into the car. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be doing first thing tomorrow. Otherwise, today was a really productive day. We managed to knock out a lot of wiring and components into the vehicle. I actually maybe would have been able to do a lot more if I wasn't also running a shop, because I'm also running a full-time workshop next door, so I have to help with diagnostics and repairs. So yeah, I think I just worked on this about 2 hours today, 3 hours max. So yeah, tomorrow definitely we're fitting the engine and we're getting it done.
Can't say what comes. No rule, no breaks, no glove. This glamour has no bait. Don't you feel start to even out the scope? Don't you feel fire burning down your vein? Cause you spilled all this right into this rope. I want you to go home and play it through the pain. Feel it in your bones, some feel it in your jaw. Hold on to your beat until you goes way, outlines recede away. But you hear the drums, they're singing out your sound, they're shouting out your name. Don't you feel start to even out the scope? Don't you feel fire burning down your veins? Cause you spilled all this right onto this road. I want you to go home and play through the pain and feel it in your bones. Feel until you don't. Hold on to your beat until you make it home. Feel it in your bones. Feel until you don't. Hold on to your beat until you make it home. Till you make it. Till you make it home. Till you make it. Till you make it home. Till you make it home. Till you make it home.
So the engine is officially inside of the vehicle, inside the Golf 8 GTI, and we've done some work in terms of getting the starter in, the oil cooler in, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So right now I want to do all of the electrical, everything that's disconnected, and find out where some of those parts go, including the drive shafts and the transfer case, etc. So yeah, I want to get this done. I want to try and attempt to start this car. So yeah, let's finish up everything else and take it from there. So most of the engine wiring is done. Most of the suspension work is also done. All of the drive shafts are in. Control arms. I think I'm delaying as much as possible to try and start this car, because deep down inside I've got butterflies in my stomach. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know I've got a brand new engine, so I can't doubt the engine one bit. So I'm just a little bit scared. So I'm delaying as much as possible. There's no need for me to connect all of the suspension parts, but I'm just scared. I don't know what's going to happen on that first crank. So, okay, I think it's enough time on delaying. Let's put in some oil, change the oil filter, and try and start this bloody car. Let's go. So I've officially finished plugging in everything on this car, including the battery now. So everything is plugged in. I've put in a tad bit of coolant as well on the radiator expansion bottle. Everything is plugged in. Let's go and attempt to start this car. So the oil is topped up, everything is done. All that's left is just for me to attempt to try and start this car. That's all that's left right now, and it's so late outside, it's like pitch black. I think it's about I think 9 o'clock at night, and I just want to get done with this thing. So yeah, let's go inside. Let's go get the key first in the office. All right, so I got the key. There's no turning back now. Let's go. Whew. I've been procrastinating this time for the longest. I think I've been done like an hour ago. I just want to drop the car a little bit. I've been done an hour ago, but I think I've just been so scared. But now my wife is shouting. She wants me back home, so I don't have a choice now. I have to try and start this car. So yeah. Oh, nice. It's lighting up. All right. Okay, so I'm a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit scared. So before we even start this car, I want to tell you guys that I have done everything on this car. My labor, the 0 kilometer brand new engine that we got for this car, for less than 100,000 rand. So guess in the comments how much we have spent on this repair, labor and parts in total. Mind you, we put in a brand new water pump, which costs an arm and a leg. What else? We also put the oil level sensor. There's quite a few new stuff on this car. So okay, let me stop delaying. So this is our interior, and I think what I'm gonna do first is to prime the fuel lines, since all of the fuel lines were out. Let's do this right here. All right, so where's the start button? Right there. All right, we're gonna prime the lines. Okay, she's alive. All right, okay, let's switch it off again, switch it on again, prime the lines, switch it off again. I'm gonna end up switching it on and off for 50 times. So okay, it's fine. Let's try and start it. I've primed it enough. Foot is on the brake. Let's press start. Oh shit. Just my luck. The battery is flat. Yo! And the main workshop is closed. I can't get boosting cables. I can't get anything. So I cannot do this tomorrow. I'm gonna take out a battery from my car. Let's go do that. I managed to find this very old booster pack of mine that is faulty, so I'm gonna try and use this. So it only stays for a couple of seconds on, so I need to be fast. Right, currently on there. So let's try and see. I need another battery. All right, so I just plugged in my Golf 6 GTI battery. We got it in there now. So yeah, I think we should be good now. I honestly think, yeah, we shouldn't have any cranking issues. Let's go. Door closed. I don't need to put on my seatbelt. Okay. Switch on the ignition. Let's go. All right. I just had to release the handbrake. All right, so first official crank. Sorry for the bad lighting, it's really late. Yeah, first official crank with a good battery. Let's go. Oh! She's alive! She is alive! Yes, Papa, one shot like that. They don't call me Mumbo for nothing, like that. Oh, my boy. Back on the road for less than 100,000 rand, like that. This guy's gonna be happy. This guy is gonna be happy, my bro. This guy is gonna be happy. From 400,000 to less than 100,000 rand, bro. I would be ecstatic. Yo, she is alive. Oh, I'm happy. All right, we got some lights, a battery light. The battery light is because of there's one plug I didn't put on for the battery. So yeah, let's give it a young rev. Music to my ears. Woo. So the Golf 8 GTI is officially running. I'm ecstatic. My long hours didn't go to waste. This whole day I've actually been just working on this car. But tomorrow we're going to be test driving this car. I cannot drive it right now. I'd really love to put it on the road at this time of the night. But there's quite a few stuff that are missing on the car that weren't put back, like the drive belt, some clamps for the pipes, water return pipes, some drive shaft bolts as well for the right hand side. There's about 2 bolts that are missing, as well as that C clamp. I can get all of those stuff from from the agents or something. So all of those stuff, I'm gonna get those tomorrow, and then it's a brand new day. We're gonna put this car on the road, and then we're gonna test it. Keep guessing how much I got this car running for with a brand new engine. All right. So on the next episode, we will be test driving this car, and I'm also going to be telling you guys how much we actually got this car running for. But please guess down in the comments, let me know how much you think we got this car running for. As I said, the hint is we got it running for less than 100,000 rand. So yes, we got it running for less than 100,000 rand. I'm sure this guy's going to be ecstatic about that. So we're going to be test driving the car. We're going to take it on a long drive, and I'm also going to give you the up close and personal feel of how a Golf 8 feels. What is the difference between the 7 and the 8, 7.5 and the 8, etc. Sharp.